Okay, so today I'm going to be doing an informative speech about teaching. The great poet Robert Frost once said that I am not a teacher but an awakener. A goal of mine has always been to help and guide others, and the educational field not only allows me to complete those goals, but also allows me to honor God by promoting responsibility and honesty. A teacher's job and its impact on young minds can be a challenge, but also a rewarding life choice and career. So I'm going to start by explaining what a teacher's job entails and exactly how I want to use it to help others. I'm going to let y'all know about a teacher's pay scale and work outlook. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about how it honors God by promoting responsibility and honesty. First, what a teacher's job entails. According to Glassdoor, as a teacher, you are responsible for a group of children and their learning outcomes for the year. A teacher has various duties, some of those including developing curriculum, preparing lessons, managing behavior, and measuring the progress and accomplishments of their students. There's necessary steps one has to complete before becoming a teacher. Some of those qualifications include a bachelor's degree from accredited university, licensure or certification depending on which state you may live in, and experience with teaching in a classroom setting. Some of the most influential people in my life have been teachers, so for that reason, that's my cause for becoming a teacher. I've had a couple bad teachers in my life, and whenever I sat in their classrooms, it always made me think about what I would want to do as a teacher, separate from them, to allow students to have a good learning experience. But the good teachers are the ones that have been more influential to me. I had a couple of them that had changed my life. The main one had helped me a lot my senior year when my mom had gotten sick. So I've always wanted to be that person to somebody else and influence somebody else the way that she has influenced me. My second point is going to be a teacher's pay scale and their job outlook. So I'm going to share my screen. And show you.
I can see it. Hey, that's how many pounds are in an ounce.
Can y'all see this? Okay. All right, so pay scale and their influence factors. The location is a huge influential factor. On the graph to the right, you can see the average salary from 2017 to 2018. The biggest difference is from New York, who makes an average around 84 grand, compared to Mississippi, who had an average around 44 grand. So there's about 40 grand difference between the two states with an average income. And so that's areas of typical higher cost of living are also areas of which the average salary are significantly larger, which would be New York. So that's a big factor. The education and the experience is also a big factor. You can see that from anyone who has a bachelor's degree, who has just like 1 year of experience or less, will be making the minimum, compared to somebody who has a doctoral degree who has around 25 years of experience or more. They'll be making the most on this chart. And then the outlook for teachers. So the graphs here are from kindergarten, elementary school, the middle school teachers, and high school teachers. So all of these ranges have a 4% job outlook. And this graph is from, how can I move this? 2019 and 2029. And then you can see how each estimated growth is different, with the kindergartners and elementary teacher having the most employment change. And then for post-secondary teachers, they actually have a 9% job outlook, which is much faster than the average job. The employment change estimate with that one is 121,000. Which would be 3 times more than high school employment change, 5.5 times the middle school employment change, and about 2.25 times the kindergarten elementary school change. And so the teacher's pay scale, basically they only have the 3 determining factors of the location, experience, and level of education. Oopsies. Okay, now we back. All right. So my third point is how it will also honor God in promoting responsibility and honesty. There's a couple quotes in the Bible. One of it is from Ecclesiastes. The son of David states that generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. So basically, there's always going to be someone new to teach and someone new to help grow. And so in this, we can also teach the new generation how to promote responsibility and honesty. So by promoting responsibility, teaching children to be held accountable for their actions, we can always honor God in this action, because when we stand before God, we will not be able to blame other people for our actions. So by teaching responsibility, we can set a student up for success in life and in eternity. And then teaching honesty. Honesty is a large theme within the Bible, and a piece of scripture that can sum this up is in Luke 16:10. One who is faithful in a very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in a very little is also dishonest in much. So as a teacher, when you promote honesty and education, or honesty in education, you are helping the child to live honestly and honor God. So in conclusion, as a teacher, you can change a child's life. I want to become a teacher because I want to help and guide others in the educational field. Not only allows me to complete those goals, but also allows me to honor God by promoting responsibility and honesty. So this impacts a teacher's job, and its impacts on young minds can be a challenge, but also a rewarding life choice and career. As a teacher, I would be able to help others in a rewarding career. There is a positive job outlook and pay scale, and there's plenty of room to honor God, especially through honesty and responsibility. And a good summarization by W.B. Yeats: education is not only filling of a pot, but the lighting of a fire.